Welcome to This Is the Day. I'm Drew Crisp.
And I'm Bo Chansey.
Absolutely. Bo?
Yes, sir.
It is a Monday.
It is a Monday.
It is a Monday. And how are you feeling this Monday? Like, you strike me as somebody that's like, you know what? A Monday is a Tuesday, a Wednesday, a Thursday. I'm ready to roll.
I'm up and at 'em.
I'm up and at 'em, ready to roll.
I like that phrase.
Up and at 'em.
Up and at 'em. I don't know who M are,
Yeah.
but look out.
Look out, they're coming.
And don't try to disguise yourself by flipping upside down. I'm coming for you too, W. I'm up in W.
Up and W. You know Adam's got a lot of doings. They're doing some stuff.
Oh, the atoms.
The Adams.
Okay, well now, yeah, we've left M and W and moved on to molecular structure. Those atoms, man, they
They got a lot of to-doings.
there's a lot of to-doings.
Without them, we would have no to-doings.
They have a great imagination, you know why?
Why?
Because they make up everything.
Guys, we are less than a minute. We're less than 2 minutes into the show, and we've got bits and bits and bits and bits from Boo Chansey over here.
We started with TIDS, then we moved to bits. We got TIDS and bits
We got tids and bits. Okay.
on Monday.
My word.
It's like happy hour, TIDS and bits.
Tids and bits. What is there a dog food?
Kibbles and bits.
Kibbles and bits.
There's no kibble, just TIDS. TIDS and bits.
So when they are in the marketing room for Kibbles and Bits, I wonder if they're doing tidbits for Kibbles and Bits.
Probably.
Man,
Let's do a little dog food banter.
dog food banter.
See what sticks. And we'll go with that.
Ooh, that had a crunch. Yes.
What do you think Baxter the Beagle would like his food called?
Oh, okay. Kibbles and Bits.
Kibbles and bits and bits and bits.
Somebody give him a raise.
Give him a raise.
Give him a raise.
But you can't have equal number of kibbles and bits because it's kibbles and bits and bits and bits. You want 3 times the bits.
You have to.
It's a 3-to-1 ratio.
It's a 3-to-1 ratio of bits to kibble.
Absolutely. Yeah. No, you can't over kibble.
You can't
There's some dog foods that's just pure kibble. The bits is what does it.
You can't over kibble. That is so. I literally never thought about kibbles and bits and bits and bits. Why did they do so many bits?
What's the same on the show here?
It is.
We got
It
a little
is.
kibble for you. We'll get to the verse of the day. There's your kibble.
There's your
We'll do
kibble.
a little sermon remix. There's your kibble.
There's your
A little
kibble.
everyday with Jesus, some kibble, and in between there's bits and bits and bits.
Between we have
In between we have
this. That's what happens in between. Just a lot of that. Oh, Bo, good morning to you. I'm so glad. Oh, I'm so glad for this day.
Good morning to you, Drew Crisp, and all of you.
Absolutely.
Monday.
Monday. Good Monday. Good morning, Monday.
Morning, or afternoon, or evening, whenever you're watching, because that's the cool thing about This Is the Day.
Right.
It's This Is the Day all day long.
Right.
Yeah, we broadcast live
We do.
from 8 a.m. to 9 a.m.
Yep.
But you can watch on demand.
You can.
Isn't that
can.
fantastic?
Yeah, because we know people have lives. They're busy.
We
you know.
hope some do. Yeah, you don't have to tune in live. You can catch this later,
Right.
or YouTube, Facebook, wherever you want. And you know what? Whether it's morning or night or middle of the day, whenever it is,
Yep.
share the show.
Right. Share it, please.
Yeah, please. Yeah, share the show.
Share it. And because really, honestly, it is our offering of encouragement and positivity and God's truth, and that's really we want everyone to have that. You know, so please share it.
We're pouring out the kibbles
Pouring out the kibbles.
and bits.
And of course, there's going to be some bits and bits and bits and bits. Yes. Good.
Yes, indeedy. All right. So we said good morning, which is a good thing to do.
Absolutely.
Good day.
Good day. Maybe we
Good
should.
day.
Yeah.
What?
Maybe we could change it to good day.
I don't want to.
Okay.
I occasionally. I mean,
Okay. But good morning.
yeah, you can
Yeah.
do whatever. I'm not going to censor you.
Okay.
Right now. I might later.
Off show.
If you see this. Yeah. I'm going to need you to tone it down. Summer's on.
Summer is on.
Some people don't know that. Like, it's on. Yesterday was 99 degrees.
Man alive, it was hot.
It was the double 9.
Double 9.
9-9. We were 1 away from triple dig.
Now, is that an outlier, or does that happen often here, like in the summer? Like, was that irregular?
You've been here for a little bit.
I know.
Yeah. How many times have you seen it?
Not often.
No, like twice.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, it's an outlier.
Okay. Man, it was
Don't ask questions you know the answer to.
So you got to think. You got to critically think for yourself, Drew.
Come on, Drew.
It's okay. Fair enough.
Yeah, no, that was a little unusual, but
Yeah.
you know what? It was enjoyable. It was great to be outside and enjoy the heat a little bit. I liked it. And summer is on, so we're reminding everybody that summer's on. You know, there may be all kinds of things that you know your plans got changed. That's okay. Make some new ones. Try something different. Get out there and enjoy the summer. And we want to know how you are enjoying the summer.
Absolutely.
So here on This Is the Day, we love to celebrate. And so whatever you're celebrating and however summer's on for you, I would love for you to send us a video or a picture to thisistheday@manchesterchristian.com. And we'd like to put that on the show.
For sure.
Yeah.
For
So we
sure.
have an example, right?
We do. And so, Bo, you had mentioned about obviously strong ice cream game here in New England.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just
maybe the
undeniable.
strongest. Yeah,
Yeah.
I wouldn't.
Yep.
I know I talk about that
Yep.
negatively, but the ice cream game is
Yep.
on point.
Yep. And but there's maybe a lacking in the shaved ice or, you know.
No froyo. There's nothing. I
Right.
mean, it's all like, we can try other things.
Okay.
That's all I'm saying.
All right.
Yeah.
Well,
Snow cone, shaved ice, froyo.
we venture out. Well, Heather Pfeiffer sent in a photo of some Kona ice.
Oh my goodness.
And so,
look at that.
Yep, her two children, Isabel and Drew Ellen, they got some shaved ice from a Kona truck at a friend's birthday party. Looks like they went rainbow.
That's a birthday party I might have gone to.
Yeah, I might have been at that birthday party. Absolutely.
Yeah, like if you got the option of like multiple
Yep.
flavors in your shaved ice, are you going with it?
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's pretty
Absolutely.
good. That looks good right there.
Yep. Looks like they love it, and we're keeping people's identity a secret. So I love it. I love what you did there. Yep, absolutely.
Oh, with the heart?
The heart.
Oh, because we didn't have approval.
That's smart right there,
I
Heather.
didn't even catch that.
Look at
I
that.
thought it was just like a natural
A
occurring
natural
orb.
heart. I love it. Well, thank you so much. That's fantastic. Actually, really makes me want a Kona ice right now.
Always. I always want to cone ice. Summer's on right
And
there.
you just get that mustache.
I do not because I'm an adult. I know how to use a spoon. Okay. But yeah.
Yeah, I'm boring, man. Rainbow. I always want to, but I'm like, I do one flavor. I lock in on something. I'm like, yeah, blueberry.
This feels like a
Blueberry.
confession because just a moment ago I said a
I know.
rainbow's an option. Are
I
you
know.
doing it? And you said yes.
I know, and I feel like I need to come back to the truth stable.
Point of
And-
clarification.
Yeah, point of clarification. I want to be that guy. I want to be the rainbow, but I see like one flavor, I'm gonna go, am I going to enjoy all flavors? Or should I just lock in on one and go, it's me and you today, raspberry. It's me and you, cherry, I'm really gonna get into some cherry. Because then it's like, you get lemon in there. Is it lemon or banana? What is the yellow of the rainbow?
Well, I don't know. They have probably both. It depends.
Yeah, I don't know. Sorry, it felt like I needed to be clear about that.
I appreciate that.
Okay.
Yeah. Can we continue now?
Yes, boo, we can.
Don't boo.
Yeah, sorry.
Okay. All right, Drew. So summer's on.
Yep.
We had a great weekend. It's Monday. And what'd you do this weekend?
Well, okay. This is something I want to talk about. All right. You get on the Google, and you begin to find where are these like secret swimming holes in New Hampshire, And Google is silent. Google is eerily silent. I think there's a conspiracy going on where if people find their swimming hole, they are not apt to share that information. That is not information that is out to everyone. So we found ourselves at one. I won't mention the name because I don't want to get in trouble. Some friends of a friend told us about this spot. We found it. First question when we started talking to the stranger was, so how'd you hear about this? And it was like, oh, okay. Well, the so-and-sos told us, and they're like, oh, okay. So they all kind of knew that this is their spot, and you don't go sharing that publicly. But so I don't know. It was interesting.
So you ran into somebody when you were there,
ran into someone when we were there.
and they asked you how you heard about it.
They asked us how we heard about it.
Was there like a secret passcode you had to
It
give?
felt like a speakeasy in the 20s. It did. It was a little bit like, so how'd you guys hear about this? Not like they were going to kick us out, but just like, who do we have that's telling? And do we trust this person? And do we need to out them? And yeah, it was.
You just lean in. Kibbles? and bits.
That gets you,
bits.
that phrase, folks,
And bits.
will get you into any swimming hole in New Hampshire. That's it. Oh, man.
What are you doing?
That kibbles, okay, sorry. You're sharing. Yeah, no, and then found another spot. This one's a little more well-known. Yesterday, because it was so hot. Clow? Am I saying this right? State Park? Clow?
No idea.
Okay, I don't know. Up in where? Dunbarton? I don't know exactly. But, yeah.
It's good of you to prepare for this
No.
segment of the show.
Listen, even if I prepared, I don't know how to say most of it. But Clough, wonderful spot. When swimming there, it was beautiful, very serene. The water was cold. Oh, it was so good.
Good.
Yeah.
Nice.
So, found 2 different swimming hole spots this weekend. Did a lot of swimming.
Good.
Yeah.
The boys have fun?
Boys had a blast.
Nice.
Had a blasty blast.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's a good weekend for it.
Yep. Bo,
Yes, sir.
what'd you do this weekend?
I want to talk about it. Really? I don't. None your business.
None ya.
None ya. Mind your business.
You didn't have to. So now this is where I fish now. Now I try to figure it out.
Figure out what I did this
yeah.
weekend?
Did you have to use the kibbles and bits phrase?
I,
Like
no.
You weren't in any kind of secret swimming hole
No.
spots? Okay.
No. I don't get out much.
It's overrated.
I don't know.
Out is overrated.
I mean, what are you doing? I don't know. Just hanging out,
Yeah.
and me. That looks pretty glamorous, but it's not. Okay.
Yep. I love it.
I don't know. I was outdoors at some point. I was in a pool at some point.
Yep.
I ate some food.
Yep.
I don't know. Went to church,
Yep.
service,
Yep.
Preached.
I love it.
It was good. All right.
Summer is on.
Summer is on. All right.
Yep.
You ready for the
I'm ready.
verse of the day?
Okay.
It's time for some kibble, folks.
Kibble.
Kibble. Bring in the kibble. This is good, too. This is so good.
Good kibble.
All right, so YouVersion Bible app gives us a verse of the day. Download the app, check it out. The whole chapter that this verse comes from, Colossians chapter 4, is just powerhouse, outstanding. But this verse really is what I hope this show is about. So
Yep.
Colossians 4, verse 6, it says, "Let your conversation be always full of grace, seasoned with salt, so that you may know how to answer everyone." I'm going to read it again. "Let your conversation be always full of grace, seasoned with salt, so that you may know how to answer everyone."
Okay. That's pretty good.
All right, so I said I want this for this is the day.
Yeah.
It's we talk about what we're trying to do here and
Yeah.
why we're doing it. So what kind of popped out to you from that verse?
Well, the conversation full of grace.
Uh-huh.
This graceful way to have conversations. That's an interesting thought for me.
Yeah.
Because grace is unmerited favor, right? This undeserved gift that we have received from Jesus. And so, how do we talk as though that is exemplified in us? How does that work? That's interesting.
Yeah, when I think about that, like in a conversational form, conversations full of grace would be like a graceful conversation. And when I think graceful, I just picture a dance. And I think conversation, that's what it's a dance. And I think a lot of what we're seeing is, maybe is a lot of freestyle. There's not a whole lot of response that's really going on. And a graceful conversation isn't just about doing your thing, getting your point across. It's like in a healthy relational dynamic, there's listening. And I think, you see this, we know this is true whenever there's relational challenges, like in a marriage or in any kind of relationship. A lot of what's happening is there's no listening, and there's not really a conversation happening. It's just a lot of talking at each other. And so even while one person's talking, the other person is just formulating a rebuttal or what they wanted to say, as opposed to really listening. And part of what we're an hour a day where we're hanging out here and wanting to be wise with what we say and have fun and laugh, but also encourage and inspire and give some good kibble there. from day one, we talked a lot about listening.
Yeah.
You were teaching me that from the improv kind of world.
Yeah, you don't get anywhere in an improv scene without listening, you know. And I think we talk about this often. It's a exercise to continue to grow in, you know. I can look back at times where like I haven't listened well, you know, like, oh man, I need to lean in and listen to what Bo's saying there, because that's some gold, that's some kibble right there, you know.
For sure.
And so and
we'll miss stuff.
Yeah, we'll miss it.
Yeah, because I go back and watch the show sometimes on demand, like we talk about,
Yep.
and review a little bit, and to see, are we being encouraging? Are we missing the mark? Are there too many bits with the kibble? You know, what do we need to do? And there's some times where I'm like, oh, I totally missed.
Yeah.
You know something you said that I would have loved to have come back to or honed in on. And I found that this hour a day, I find myself listening, like to my kids. I find myself listening to the songstress and other people, because I've gotten a little bit more in the habit of it. It's helpful.
That's good. And seasoned with salt. So now what I've been trying to do is I take salt and I'll like put it in my mouth before I speak, just trying to take the verse literally.
Literally,
you know. I don't think that's what it means, though.
Yeah, salty language.
Salty language. It's surely it can't mean that, right? Like, because we got that covered. I feel like we can be salty.
Well, it definitely does mean have salty language,
Okay.
but maybe not in the sense that it tends to be used in our cultural context, where people are just being salty. I think that would be abrasive and pushing people aside. There's a flavorful dynamic of salt.
Okay.
It adds flavor, and it preserves.
It's preservative. Yeah.
It does both of these things, and so, primarily it's a preservative to preserve and to keep things useful and good. And so, if our language is salty, there would be a preserving nature in the relationship and in the conversation that would be building up and encouraging and preserving, that relationship, making it stronger and better. And grace, is that dance and the give and take, and you enjoy that. But it's also flavorful.
Right.
It doesn't have to be bland. I mean, some people, they feel that, well, I'm trying to spice things up a little bit. Well, maybe back off the hot sauce there. fella.
You talk about like the dance, and people are freestyling. I just picture somebody like break dancing, like just always talking, just sharing their opinions and break dancing, spinning on their heads. Like, hey, let's get into some tango. Let's get into some ballroom,
Yeah, maybe we're just, we're trying to do a box step over here, and and you're doing the lambada. That's the forbidden dance.
The forbidden dance, the lambada.
Too salty.
Too salty.
Yeah.
That's good,
The
man.
seasoned with salt. And then
good.
the second part of that verse is so that you may know how to answer everyone.
That's good.
So as we pray for one, anytime there's a one in the scriptures, like every one, I like to kind of chew on that and hone in on that a little bit, so we know how to answer everyone. So if our conversations are full of grace and seasoned with salt, then we'll know how to answer everyone. So as we're praying for one, God, please give me one person to share your love with. When we really practice this and live this verse out, to let our conversations be full of grace, that we're being graceful and forgiving and kind and compassionate and generous and loving with God's love like He loves. I like that, kind of the dual nature of that, with God's love like He loves. Then, our conversation will be seasoned with salt. It'll be meaningful, and it'll have a point. And we'll also know how to answer everyone. So maybe you've got some ones in your life that it's been tough to really share God's love, or that you feel like they're not being receptive to that. The more that we live this verse out, the more that we'll be able to answer everyone.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's good.
Well, verse of the day there.
Yep. And I do hear at first, Bo, that to be full of grace means I know I have access to this grace. And for it is by grace you've been saved through faith, and this is not from yourselves, it's a gift of God through Jesus. So we have access to that at any time.
Yes, sir. You can't share what you don't have.
Can't share what you don't have.
So if you're not living in grace, it's not likely that you'll be able to,
That it's going to,
it won't come out of you. But if it's in you, it should come out of you.
for sure.
Yeah, we should be graceful people. And as a church, we are fasting and praying for one on the 20th of each month.
Yep.
And today is a fast day
That's right.
for
Today.
us. And so a part of that is as we turn to God and we do without something, whether it be food or you're fasting from something else, and we use that time for prayer, we see God kind of break through and move in some powerful ways. But it's usually in us, something He's doing in me that then gives me a breakthrough where I will be more graceful, and my conversation will now be salty intentionally. Like I'll see the opportunities to really share God's love instead of, really making it about me.
Okay, that's today.
Yep.
Okay.
Absolutely. I got a little salty in the wrong sense yesterday,
Okay.
and Ace looked right at me, my boy, and he goes, "Really, Dad? You gave me the whole speech about how we were going to share God's love today." I'm like, "Shut up." Don't, boy. Oh, you're right. Yeah. Yeah, thank you for the reminder.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes. Let's be salty in the right way.
For sure.
Okay.
For sure.
I love that.
All right.
Okay.
Love the verse of the day. Thank you, Lord. All right. Now, in my closet, got a calendar.
Stealing myself. Okay.
Yep. You got to get ready. So I go in there, never know what I'm going to find, but whatever's in there, I'm bringing out.
It's coming
And I'm
out.
sharing it with you. So today's closet calendar page has advice for living your best life.
Okay.
Okay?
I want to do that.
That's good.
I want to do that.
Be persistent. When knowledge and ability aren't enough, be persistent. I feel like I need to read it again.
Yeah.
Be persistent. When knowledge and ability aren't enough,
Just
be persistent.
that's kind of how, that's just kind of how you got to roll, really. It's like you don't really need to access any knowledge. You don't need to work towards abilities. Just keep doing the thing,
Keep showing up.
Keep showing up.
I live by that mantra.
Don't review or evaluate in any means. Just keep showing up.
Well, I don't think that's what it means. But showing up is a big thing.
It is.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah. People, I think we have a tendency to give up maybe a little too fast.
That's it. It'd be amazing to have an ability to kind of, like that higher view to see, like, oh man, he gave up. He was like a quarter of a mile, like to be able to kind of see and go, whoa, look how close she was to like figuring out that solution to healing this crazy disease, and she gave up.
Yep. Take the next step. Yeah, keep going.
You were like one. Yeah.
Persistence. Showing up, man, that's a big one.
Yep.
I really do. I believe that. Showing up, and I think plans are good, and as long as, again, if we think of relationally with God, that we're in this dance of listening and responding to Him, but being nimble and agile, but that persistence and that steadiness and that showing up, I think allows for greater creativity and the ability to move in a different direction.
I agree. I fully agree.
So if there's something that, God's calling you to, leading you in, keep showing up, be persistent.
Yeah. And I wonder if the knowledge and ability come as along the way. A lot of times we're just like, okay, I need to know everything. I need to know how to do everything before I go. And it's like, well, we'll just go. And those things will be developed within you, and you'll find the knowledge, and you'll collaborate with others who have that knowledge. And
Yeah, you keep grinding.
Yep.
Yeah. Sometimes it is a grind. Sometimes it feels effortless and easy, whatever you're doing, and sometimes it's a grind.
The undiluted slog, as they call it.
I've never heard that, but I like it.
Okay.
It's very...
The undiluted slog. Just keep going.
Keep going. Keep showing up.
That's right.
Keep persevering. Persistence. I like it.
Yep.
Yep. Okay. And then in my kitchen, we have another calendar, which gives us a national day to celebrate. And today, and I've got some thoughts on this.
Okay.
It's National Fortune Cookie Day.
National Fortune Cookie Day.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Yeah. So you know the fortune cookie.
I know the fortune cookie.
How you feeling about the fortune cookie?
I have made every major life decision based on what a fortune cookie has told me to do. Yeah. I take the fortune cookie very serious. Yeah. Absolutely. No, I'm kidding. It's interesting. I like to open them up and to see how I can fit it into my current reality.
All right, so we have fortune cookies.
Wait a second.
Yeah, it's
Where did
fortune
we
cookies.
get these fortune cookies?
Well, our producer Eric Vines procured them.
Eric Vines got those?
That's what I heard.
Eric Vines, how did you get these fortune cookies?
Yeah.
Okay, so I bought them at the store. Now, well, so
Okay,
so on
okay.
Did you or
Sunday I was
not?
going.
Like,
What?
Did you buy them at the store or not?
No, I bought them actually from a restaurant. So there's a restaurant in Pinardville called North Garden.
Shout out.
Shout out to North Garden. Way to go.
Garden.
Thank you all for providing us fortune cookies.
Yep.
But I gave them a call yesterday, see if they would be able to hook us up. They did. Walked over and was like, hey, I'm here to purchase it. She's like, we don't actually take card. So I was like, crap, I don't have any cash. So she said, don't worry about it. Give it to you for free. Enjoy. I was like,
These
well,
are-
thank you very much. I didn't tell her, hey, by the way, we might say thank you on the show, but thank
These
you,
are-
North Garden, Pinardville, for hooking us up with some fortune cookies.
So these are free fortune cookies.
These are true fortune cookies. We've been fortunate to
Yeah.
get them.
So,
Okay.
all right, I want you to
All right.
take one.
Yep.
Not, okay.
Okay.
You touched it.
Okay. Yep. And then,
Open that bad boy up.
Okay.
And read your fortune.
okay. All right. 52, 32. Oh. All right. Courtesy opens many doors. You catch more flies with honey, huh? I believe it.
I think it just means that when you're courteous, you open the doors for people.
Okay. Yep. That makes sense.
Yeah.
That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah. It's just a kind of a literal thing. All right, well, should I do one?
Here we go. Yes, Bo, this is it. This is your life message.
Courtesy is contagious.
No, stop it. No way. Are these all about courtesy? Oh, man. Courtesy is contagious?
Uh-huh. So you got one
Yep.
about
Courtesy opens many doors.
and I got courtesy is contagious.
Okay, should we try another one to see if they're all
I don't
about
know.
courtesy?
Courtesy, I heard, killed the cat.
Okay. Bo Chansey is the most courteous man alive. Whoa, what? Okay, no, hold on. Don't behave. Don't behave. I can't say that word. That's a
Behave?
hard word. Don't behave with cold manners. What does that mean?
It means be courteous.
Okay. What?
Okay. I got one last one.
Okay.
Cleverness is serviceable for everything, sufficient for nothing.
One more time. What?
Cleverness is serviceable for everything, sufficient for nothing.
Does it say being clever is not sufficient at all?
No,
Okay.
it doesn't say that. It says
Okay.
being clever has its place and in everything, but you need more than cleverness. You also need persistence.
Persistence and to serve.
Stick-to-itiveness.
Okay, that's
for
good.
the to-doings.
That's good.
All right, so here's my deal.
Okay.
We have four fortunes here.
Right.
Right? Give me those.
Yep.
4 fortunes. None of them are a fortune. Not one of them is a fortune.
Right. Right.
No, these are not fortunes, Drew.
Yeah.
Okay, Drew, okay. These are not fortunes. They're not telling me anything about the future. There's no fortune here. It's just like a little clever saying, like some advice. I don't know what happened to the fortune cookie game. Okay? What happened to it? It used to be good. It used to be back in the day. You go get a fortune cookie, you open it up, and it say, you will meet a mysterious stranger, or you will come into some money, or make sure you turn right at the next light. There used to be fortunes there that you could count on and you could base your life on, and then you could say what's going to happen, and you could look forward to the future a little bit. These are just clever little sayings about being courteous. These are not fortunes at all. I don't even know why we call them fortune cookies. They should just be like little saying cookies. And I get a little saying cookie. Oh, thank you for my little impotent little sayings cookie. I want a fortune cookie. It's National Fortune Cookie Day.
Bo, I think, okay.
Wash my hands of this nonsense.
I think it's because the Wonton Food has over 1,500 unique fortunes in its database, which may seem like a lot, but the company produces over 4 million cookies a day. So I mean, there's not really that many of these little sayings, are there? So they really need to work on their writing game.
Yes.
They need exactly what you're saying. They need
right? It's not hard.
Right.
Like a fortune.
Right. Nostradamus style,
Anything,
predict
just-
the future a little bit.
Maybe 100 of those.
Yeah.
And then just rotate them through the cookies. That's
Yeah,
fine. I'm
right.
good with that. But
Yeah.
these are not fortunes.
Like, where's the guy that was like, oh, I can't say that. Okay, never mind. I'm gonna edit myself. Where's the guy that was saying, like, a dog will be a representative for a large bean company, you know? Like, he'll be the commercial, like, I want to be specific, you know?
About, I don't understand.
Like, you know, Bush's Baked Beans, you know,
I'm trying to dance
dog.
with you here. What are you saying?
He's saying, roll that beautiful bean footage.
Yeah.
Like, I wanted that. Could that be in a cookie? Like, could somebody really almost even predict it? Give it to us, you know? Like,
Just some bull. You don't have to be right. Don't get me wrong. Just give me a fortune.
so what would you say would be like a fortune? Like, if you were to open up and you're like, I like it.
You will meet someone new today that will change your life.
Oh, I like that. Because then your eyes are opened.
Yes.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
And I mean, it can be ambiguous and like, well,
Yeah.
yeah, that happens every day, or you know,
Okay.
whatever.
So like,
Avoid the color blue.
okay.
Give me a fortune.
Right. Your car will explode when you turn the ignition on. I'm really bad at these. I'm bad at these.
You could not.
I'm bad at these. That's too specific.
Yeah, it's gotta be vague.
Okay. Look at this. It says the vice president of Wonton Food, the largest producer of fortune cookies, Donald Lau, is the one who wrote most of the fortunes. He developed writer's block in 1995, so an official fortune writer was hired by the company. So I guess, used to be like one guy.
All right, so that's what I'm saying. Like back in the day,
Yeah,
you used to get fortunes.
So Donald was the dude.
Maybe he was the dude.
He was the guy, and
Can
then
we
they-
go back to the original? I need the OG.
They brought a team in, and it's just a bunch of jabronis like me who are like, courtesy, we could do a whole series on courtesy.
Courtesy is contagious.
Courtesy opens many doors. It feels good like a nice breeze. And it's like, that's not a fortune.
What are you doing?
You're exactly right. That's an axiom at best.
Not even a good one.
Not even a good one.
Okay.
I love it, Bo. I love what you're saying. You've enlightened me.
Yeah.
I love that. But again, National Fortune Cookie Day. Maybe celebrate by getting some takeout. Might be a good day for some takeout.
Yeah, and then write your own fortune. If you
And then
crack
write your
that
own
bad
fortune.
boy open and it's not a fortune, write something different on it. Hand that to the person you're with.
Yep. And share it with This Is the Day.
Yeah. Oh, we'd love that.
ManchesterChristian.com. I'd love to see your fortune.
I'd like to see a good one.
Yeah.
We need some good ones.
We need some good ones.
All right.
Okay. Bo,
Yes, sir.
it's Motivation Monday.
Love it.
It is. We start out the week with some good, positive, upbeat motivation. Get us going. We've got a great motivation poster today.
Okay.
Let's check it out. It says happiness on it.
Okay.
Okay. You down with the happiness?
Love happiness.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm
Here-
not anti-happy.
I'm not anti-happy. And it says, true happiness is not attained through self-gratification, but through fidelity to a worthy purpose. Said by one Drew Helen Keller. Helen Keller said that.
Why'd you call her Drew Helen?
Well, Heather Pfeiffer's
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
child,
Yep.
Drew Helen. I was like, what if we went Drew Ellen? What if we said Drew Helen? Sorry. True happiness, not attained through self-gratification, but through fidelity to a worthy purpose.
I like that word fidelity.
Fidelity, not just for investments.
Stick-to-itedness.
Stick to it.
Being pure in that pursuit. Mm-hmm. Persistent, but yet persistence in a pure pursuit. You're staying on point.
Right. Here's the deal, though. I mean, it's easy for Helen Keller to say that. She had like such a fortunate life, you know?
Okay.
Okay, sorry.
Really?
No, I mean, even through this challenge and struggle, continued to find a worthy purpose for her life.
Absolutely. She helped others.
Helped others.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In a lot of
In very
ways.
similar situations as her own. Beautiful. Absolutely.
Yeah. Happiness.
Happiness. Okay.
What was the first part of the quote?
True happiness is not attained through self-gratification.
Ah. Okay, there's some.
Here we go.
There's some goodness right
There we
there.
go. Oh,
There's
man.
some kibble in that.
Man.
True happiness is not obtained through self-gratification.
But through fidelity to a worthy purpose.
A worthy purpose. All right, so
Okay.
if we want happiness, which, again, God, I believe, very much is concerned with our happiness, it still drives me nuts how somehow in Christian circles there became this mentality that says God doesn't care about happiness. And I used to say it. Like, that's why it drives me nuts, because
Yeah.
I'd be like, God doesn't care about your happiness. He's only interested in joy. And joy's great. joy is outside of circumstances, but happiness can be circumstantial, in the midst of what you're experiencing. And to be happy, I think we all want to be happy. That's why I'm pro-happy.
Yep.
And God's, I think, pro-happy. I mean, He has much more than just happiness for us, but He knows that we're interested in it. And so He talks about that in the Sermon on the Mount. Blessed are, Jesus is like, happy are. And He talks about, like, this is what happiness looks like, but it's not through self-gratification.
Right. It almost feels like that's the default, is like, my happiness, let me find what is going to gratify myself, and that will then make me happy.
Well, it's even more, if you have a mistaken identity, like an identity crisis, you don't know who you are. And we fall back on, maybe this cultural identity of consumers, which we're targeted at, programmed to be consume, consume, consume. Well, then we begin to believe, well, okay, I'll be happy if I consume more of whatever it is. And, so that's why even things like fasting and saying, okay, well, I'm not going to consume food for 24 hours, and I'm going to look to God in that, and I'm going to pray and seek Him. And can you be happy in that? Because we think if I consume, then I'll be happy, but that's a mistaken identity.
Yep.
Self-gratification.
I think that's wonderful, and I think there's something that MCC has done even from the beginning of this year is this fast, and it's just a communal way for us to continue to reach out. And so I want you to kind of tell us a little bit more about that, because like you said, we are on the 20th of the month.
Yep. So 24-hour, we're inviting everybody to fast, and if you can, fast from food. Skip a meal or two. So what I'm doing is I fasted from dinner last night to dinner tonight, and 24-hour fast from food. And then whenever I think about food or I'm hungry, instead of eating or think about what I would want to eat, I stop and pray and just seek God and listen to Him. And then those times where I would have eaten a meal, I spend a little more time just being still and quiet when I would have been preparing food or eating food, and to listen to God and to be still and pray. And we're inviting you to do the same. And so at noon today, we'll have a little 30-minute time of prayer and fasting online that you can join us in and participate in. If you can't fast from food, you can fast from something else. Something else that captivates your attention and would eat up some of your time.
Yep.
You can fast from that. So I hope you'll join us in that. And I think it's wild too, that in December of 2019, God laid this on our heart to do in 2020.
Yep.
Having no idea what 2020 would hold.
Yep.
And what our world would look like and what we would be experiencing. And yet God in His sovereignty and in His faithfulness was like, no, I have this for you. Do this. And it's so good that we are in this persistent discipline of praying and fasting together as a church.
That's right.
So I invite you to join us.
Yep. So you can access us by mcconline.com and on Facebook and YouTube. Of course, if you're watching this right now, you're on Facebook. So you have
Or
found
YouTube.
us. Or YouTube. And so you have found us. Come back at noon and join us for that time.
Yeah.
Yep.
Or you can watch it later. That'll also be available on demand too.
Absolutely.
Yep. So you can watch it any point during the day if you can't join us
Yep.
in person.
Yep.
Sweet.
I'm so surprised that he found these, Bo, these fortune cookies.
Okay. Why?
Because I had heard that we weren't making any fortune cookies in the year 2020, that they were only making unfortunate cookies.
Well, maybe that's what these were. These were,
Okay.
yeah, because they did not get eaten, and that's how the cookie crumbles.
That's how the cookie crumbles. All right, Bo.
I see it.
You see it.
I see it.
You see it, and don't be dismayed with this union leader. It's on the back, the orange dot.
Orange dot.
Orange dot on the back. Don't, yeah, absolutely. No, a premier paper of New Hampshire, the Union Leader, today's edition, right here. Oh, man. Mark Hayward has a front page article.
Does he?
He
Man, he
does.
just dominating the front page.
Absolutely. Can I tell you a quick story? As I was purchasing this at the basket, she puts the orange dot on. She puts the orange dot on, and so the lady that was checking me out did it, and then the one who was bagging, she goes, you didn't put that on the Daily Chuckle, did you?
Yeah, you don't want to miss that.
And she was like, oh, I hope I didn't. Yeah.
Can you read the chuckle?
The chuckle, yeah, is most people are smart. Most people are smart enough to ask for advice, but too dumb to take it.
Okay.
That's the chuckle.
All right.
Small prayer.
Small prayer. What do you got?
Dear Lord,
Yes.
help us learn from our mistakes. Amen.
Amen.
Amen. Amen. Absolutely.
Yes.
Yes. We
The
got
first time.
First
That's the
time.
only thing I would add.
Yes.
The
The
first
time.
time. What was Mark?
We-
Yeah. That's okay.
We got an article here about some guys from New Jersey, but they came down to Crystal Lake, and I've been in this very spot. We've been at that swimming hole. That one's very well known.
Okay.
That one is
A
well known.
lot of people there.
Yeah, a lot of people. Fun in the sun, and somebody who I was gonna
Getting out of
find it.
Jersey, huh?
Getting out of Jersey.
Coming to New Hampshire.
Yep. Telling you, man, somebody who has found a worthy purpose.
Okay.
Right here. This is in the section called Newsmakers.
Like it.
Lee Rigby and Lindsay Carter have been in the Humane Society. They have been added to the board. They're new members of the board. And so Carter, originally from Florida, she volunteered at a local animal shelter, fostering cats and kittens over many years. She relocated in 2005 and has been faithfully volunteering there, and now is on the board. So pretty young. I mean, probably started when she was in junior high, it looks like, and has now still stayed with that worthy purpose and is now on the board helping kind of shape what the Humane Society looks like. So I love that, man. Super
She knows
cool.
about the kibble.
She knows about the kibble. Absolutely. So a lot of things in here about, summer activities. There's
Summer
another.
being on.
Yep, summer's on.
Summer's on.
Another article here in the Family Circus.
Not an article.
So we've got something in the cartoon that says boom and then lightning bolts. So there's a thunderstorm shaking up a little boy, and the sister comes and she says, "The thunderin' always goes away if we go get in mommy and daddy's bed." This is dangerous to me. This is
Okay.
very dangerous because while the problems and the difficulties don't go away, the comfort that we do get from others, that is helpful. But we need to remember, just because you've been comforted, it does not mean that the problem has now absolved or dissolved, right? I mean, this problem is still very real. There is still a very real thunderstorm in his reality with lightning and water damage, and there's all kinds of problems that could happen from a thunderstorm, okay? And you're shaken up because of all the loud noises, but you don't even know half of it, of what could happen. The lightning is the least of your worries. The accumulation of water will damage anything. It'll take out anything. Anything. Okay, so she says, go get in mom and dad's bed, the thundering will stop. Not true. And so what happens when he goes and he gets in the bed? Great that I've got the comfort and the peace of mom and dad with me now, but I'm still hearing the booming. The boom's still happening. Now he's got this, she's lying to me. Just be forthright with information, I don't know.
But wait, the storms always pass.
Okay. Good point.
It doesn't continue to
Good
lightning and thunder. They pass.
It's
moving through.
not going to just stay, yeah.
It's moving through. She's right
Yeah.
in that, and it doesn't stay, and it does move through. And you are correct too. There can be some lingering damage,
Yeah.
but it's kind of the beauty of the family is
Yeah.
that you're not alone, and there is comfort together.
Mm.
So here, this little girl that goes and comforts her brother and says,
Yeah.
"Hey, let's go to our parents and
Okay.
let's receive comfort from them." I mean, I don't know. To me, this sounds like pure kibble. This isn't bits. This is kibble,
This is
man.
kibble?
This is like we're praying for one, and,
Right.
and we're in this storm of life right now. And what we can do is go and we can't fix all the problems or make the storms go away. We don't have the power over the weather. We can't do that. But we can certainly go to people who are alone and are facing that alone and be present, and then also invite them to come and be with a father.
Wow, see, I completely missed that because I'm looking at her words, but Drew, look at her actions. She has gotten out of her bed. She has actively gone and tried to help her brother. That's huge.
And then not even stepping out of her ability. She's just saying, "Here's what I know. Come with me."
My father
Yeah.
can help you.
Our mom and dad. Yeah. Come with me. Your mom and dad too.
Yep.
Our parents' bed.
That's good.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay, thank you, Bo. I'm glad I got that out because, man,
I'm too. I'd hate for you to have to like carry that burden every
I
day
know.
alone.
listen, I know we both are very fortunate, but we're not as fortunate as this kid.
What kid?
He is watching horse racing
On a
his
horse?
horse
With
with
a
his
dog.
dog. Look at that.
What is happening?
I don't know. Merlin Coles, he's 3. He's watching horse racing on TV while sitting on his horse, Glitter Sparkles, with his dog, Mistress, in Dorset, Britain. Yeah. I don't care how cool you think your life is. That's amazing.
The kid's name's Merlin. Well done, Mom and Dad.
Well done.
Merlin, he's watching horse racing while sitting on Mr. Glitter Sparkles with his dog Mistress.
Oh, boo. I love it.
Union leader.
Union leader. I don't know where you found that.
I don't know. You did it again. That is glorious.
That's joy in a picture right there. Oh, man. I don't know, honey. You think we should get the horse? Think we should get Glitter?
Glitter Sparkles.
Put him in there.
Mr. Glitter Sparkles.
Let him watch the telly with the horse. Nay. I'm doing it anyway.
Nay.
Nay.
You're really.
Yeah, that's the
That's
Union
just
leader
'cause
day.
she's a nag.
She's a nag. Oh.
Hey.
But he knows he's a stud. So
All right.
All right.
It's time to stop horsing around.
it's time for a really good fortune.
Yeah.
Yeah. Beyond fortune. It's,
Oh, yeah, by the way,
I mean,
Every Day with Jesus, Daily Devotions in 140 characters or less. This has been called the Fortune Cookie Devotion book.
okay.
I'm not sure it was a compliment.
Okay.
I've heard that a few times, so I'll own it.
I'll take it.
All right, so today's. As long as we hold firmly to the sinner's mentality, we are never truly free to live as saints. Let go of sin, for we have been transformed.
Okay.
Woo!
Okay.
And then the verse is 2 Corinthians 5, verse 17. Therefore, if anyone is in Christ, he is a new creation. The old is gone, the new has come. Boom shakalaka. Let's go.
Yes.
New identity.
Absolutely. That we have been made new in Christ. This is an actual transformation has taken place.
It's happened.
Yes.
Like it has happened. Like
Yep.
we have been transformed, and then we're being renewed
Yeah.
in that new self, and that new self is expressing itself. But as long as we hold on to that sinner's mentality, well, I'm just a sinner. I mean, that's what I was use that phrase. I'm just a sinner saved by grace. No, it's not okay. No, that is not true. If you have a relationship with Christ Jesus, the sinner's identity and mentality has been put to death with Christ on the cross. It's been crucified with him. It is no more. You have a new identity. He declares that you're a saint. That's why all that nonsense about like achieving sainthood and whatever else that could be, it's not scriptural. It's not biblical. It's not the nature of who Jesus is. It is by his authority and by his declaration that we receive a new identity that makes us saints in him, being pure and spotless and blameless and holy, set apart. And so when we embrace that new identity and leave that sinner's mentality out, no arrogance, no boasting in that, no like, look at me, nope. It's just, look at what Jesus has done, and this new identity is then free to be expressed.
No longer I that live, but that he that lives in me, that a new identity is
Absolutely,
expressed.
yeah.
Dude, that's good.
Yeah, really good.
I'll take that fortune cookie.
Me too. That's a good one.
Okay.
Let's play a little Trivial Pursuit.
Trevor Pursuit.
All right, 1981 edition. I am strongly considering moving to a modern edition of Trivial Pursuit.
Oh, okay.
It's on the table. So.
Okay. Now, are there iterations? I don't know much about Trivia Pursuit.
Oh yeah, I probably have 15 different sets of cards.
Okay.
And there's a 40th anniversary edition that's pretty modern. I think
Okay.
people would be able to. So I'm thinking about it. But
Okay.
this is the original.
Original, 1981.
Questions are extra trivial, outdated. Some of them just flat out wrong.
Just
So we're gonna play. Want you to play along, make a guess. 6 questions, 6 answers. I'm gonna guess at all of them. If you get all 6 right, keep track. We'll give you a fun dip in the mail.
That's right.
Want you to get that. All right.
Blue.
Blue, geography.
Okay. What country's anthem begins, "O God, bestower of the blessings of the Swazi"? O God, bestower of the blessings of the Swazi.
The Swazi.
Swazi. S-W-A-Z-I.
Well, I mean, based on that, I don't know how I couldn't say Swaziland.
Swaziland is correct.
Okay.
Swaziland is correct. All right.
If you guessed anything else, why?
All right. This next one is pink.
Pink Entertainment.
All right. What frog MCs the Muppet Show?
That sounds like Kermit.
What frog MCs the Muppet Show?
Kermit the Frog.
Kermit the Frog is correct.
Okay,
All
we got a
right.
Muppets question.
All right, Muppets question.
Felt
Very
like two
good.
freebies in a row. Maybe,
Okay.
maybe it's a remedial card. Let's
Okay.
go.
All right. Yellow.
Yellow history.
Who did Squeaky From
Squishy From.
Squeaky From try to assassinate?
Oh, Squeaky From. Who did, I know the name. Who did he?
Can I give you a clue if it was from another card?
Sure, I guess. I don't know.
Middle name Rudolph?
Yep.
Middle name is Rudolph.
Gerald Ford.
Gerald Ford is correct. All right.
I was in that time frame.
Yes,
I think I
Gerald
would have gotten
R.
it.
Ford.
I seriously think I would have gotten it anyway.
Yep. Okay. Here we go. Brown.
Brown, art and literature.
Okay. Whose story was told by Norman Mailer in the Executioner's Song? Whose story was told by Norman Mailer in the Executioner's Song?
Squeaky From?
Oh, no.
Whose story was told? Norman Mailer in the Executioner's Song. I'm going to say, I have no idea, Pontius Pilate.
They wanted Gary Gilmore. Gary Gilmore. I
was
don't know
way
who
off.
that is. Okay. Green.
Green, Science and
Okay.
Nature.
What part of the human body is most commonly bitten by insects?
Part of the
Part
human.
of the human body is most commonly bitten by insects?
Part of the body.
Yeah.
I'm going to say. Is it a very specific part?
Very. I mean, generally.
Okay. I'm going to say feet.
Is absolutely correct. Feet is absolutely correct. Yes, the foot. There was a similar one with
Bats.
Johanna.
Yeah, bats.
Bats. Toes, right?
Yeah, they go after the feet.
Okay.
Yeah.
Orange.
Orange, sports and leisure.
Okay. Who's played the most games for the New York Yankees? Sue Kelso will know this one. Who's played the most games for the New York Yankees? She's a big Yankees fan.
I'm going to say Lou Gehrig.
Lou Gehrig's incorrect. They wanted Mickey Mantle.
Mickey Mantle.
Mickey Mantle.
Mickey Mantle. Okay. Sue Kelso, I'm sure got that right.
Yeah,
She's
sure,
right,
she
so-
got it right. That's pretty good.
She probably did get it right.
You did good. Gary Gilmore.
Gary Gilmore.
Well, that is. I have seen his new show, The Gilmore Gals.
Yeah.
The Gilmore Guys. That was a better one, I think. Yeah, I like that show.
Okay.
All right, Bo, it is time for a little sermon. Hold on.
Oh, let's see what you got.
Wait.
I'm excited.
Oh, wait, I didn't turn it on, though.
What?
Oh, no. It's gonna. Time for sermon remix. We'll just let that be there. No? It's time for sermon remix. Let's check.
Another one would be politics. Oh my God, I can tell you right now, if politics is your shepherd, and you're going, no. Politics is nobody's shepherd. Seriously? Are you kidding me right now? How do you know if politics is your shepherd? I would say that if you're willing to sacrifice relationships for a political stance, you got the wrong shepherd. Come on, people. Come on, either right now go, okay, or that's right, or go ahead and log off because the rest of this message ain't gonna be good for you. You know it's true. That's why it's so maddening and so insane that these political postures are happening in this uber divided world where we're willing to say, yeah, you know what? I'll lose these relationships, or even more, I'll lose my testimony for Jesus so that I can appear to be right on a political stance. Man, you got the wrong shepherd. We got the wrong shepherd when we live like that. And that is not what God has for us. It's never going to satisfy anyway. It's never going to be enough. That can't be your hope. These kingdoms, they rise and they fall, but there is one king and one kingdom that will endure forever. And he's not aligned with a political party. He is. Oh my God. We need a better shepherd.
Bo, I am so glad you brought this up. I am glad as well. Because we have a new sponsor for the show. It's the Libertarian Party. It's now no, I'm totally kidding. Totally kidding. No, you were exactly right. And it definitely, I don't know, maybe attune to it a little bit more, but it does feel like there's a stronger polarity politically between people, and that is kind of dissolving friendships and relationships.
It does do that.
Yeah, it does do that. And so I think you're exactly right that my sheep know my voice, and I don't think that Jesus' voice would be one that would want us to harm others with our words. And
I just think it's indicative of, you know, who your shepherd is. If that sort of like that becomes your ultimate, to the point where you're like, yeah, I don't care who I offend or upset, or, you know, what relationship is severed or ruined or cut off, or I can't enjoy this person. There's all kinds of people that hold, you know, what our world would call, you know, here's the thing, you know, like, all right, you guys listen, when it comes to politics here in the, you know, we talk about we're so divided. No, oh my goodness, we are not. Like, we're like right here. Like right here. You know, you may fall on one side or the other, but really, for the most part, we agree on things like, as a whole, as a country, like democracy,
right.
You know, like free market and, you know, capitalism and all these social contracts that we have.
Yeah.
And the political parties really, they're kind of like, the things they're talking about define the divisions, or it's just weird,
right.
Honestly. And so then when you're getting manipulated into in becoming a tool for something else, to where you're willing to promote something to such a degree that you would say, well, I can't be in a relationship with you, or I don't care if I am, because now you have no value to me because I think this and you think that. Man, that's just, you got to know that's not God.
Right.
That's not him.
Right.
It's just, and so you got a wrong shepherd at that point. Any of us do when we make those choices. And so, you know, I may think one way and somebody else may think another, but they're God's child and God's creation, and there's beauty in that, and beauty in that diversity in relationship. But when we start thinking that we have to be so homogenous, we really lose the glory of, I think, even what, you know, I mean, this American ethos that, you know, I may have grown up thinking about, you know, this melting pot of diverse ideas and diverse people. Sweet. That's really great. That's really cool, you know, and like, even like if I thought about who I would want to, you know, best represent me as an individual, would be a terrible person for the country as a whole.
Yeah.
You know, that wouldn't be good. So,
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know.
I like this whole verb listen when it's around homogeneous environments, because that means it's really just a feedback loop. I can, you know, I just hear back what I think, and then that's great. I don't want to get into any kind of diverse opinions or anything, because then I have to listen to people that I maybe disagree with. I don't know. That's tricky. That's all joke, Bo. I think it's good to be out there and in diverse opinions, and
yeah, enjoy people. And,
Yep.
Yeah. Relax a little bit.
Absolutely.
might be a good idea. Chill out.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Have the right shepherd.
The right shepherd.
Jesus is a great shepherd. And
Absolutely.
His kingdom will never fail.
Yep.
Never.
I love in that John passage where he's not a hired hand. He's not just someone that's hired for a time to shepherd us, and then he's going to walk away when the conditions get rough, or the pay's not good. It's like, no. He's not in it for that. Like, he's in it for the long haul. And he truly cares and loves us, you know?
Yeah.
I love it. Yes, Bo.
Sometimes when we touch, the honesty's too much.
Did you make that song up? I don't know that song.
No?
No.
No, I did not.
Okay. Sometimes when we touch.
I'm done.
Okay. He didn't want to do it again. He's like, we might end up harmonizing. That would be rough. That's too many bits and bits and bits and bits and bits. That's too much.
There you go.
Okay.
I make a connection.
One more fortune for this.
Okay, for the road.
For the road. Okay.
If it's about courtesy.
All right, here we go. Oh, don't forget to do good deeds as you accumulate wealth. Don't forget to do good deeds as you accumulate wealth. There's a lot of assumptions going on there.
Yeah, there you go.
All right. All right.
Hey, this is the day to accumulate wealth
This is it.
and do good deeds.
That's it. Okay.
Monday edition. We'll catch you tomorrow.